You know, when it comes to being a level 6 project controls apprentice, what do you think is the most important skill? Is it about knowing which buttons to press on your software? Well, what if I told you it's actually about knowing when to question the answers that software gives you? Today, we are diving deep into K4, and we're going to learn how to become a true data storyteller. Okay, first up, I want you to meet Jody. She's a sharp, ambitious, level 6 project controls apprentice working over at IBIS stores. And, just like many of you, she is so eager to prove herself. Plus, she's got this whole powerful suite of project software right at her fingertips. But is that going to be enough? And that right there is the heart of the matter. Jody's software, yeah, it can spit out a forecast in seconds. But does that one number really tell the whole story? This is the challenge that separates a simple software operator from a true project controls professional. And it's exactly what this explainer is all about. So let's see how this all plays out in a real-world scenario. It all kicks off with a simple, everyday task that's really going to put Jody's understanding to the test. Okay, so Jody's line manager, Riddle, comes over and says she needs a quick forecast update. No problem, Jody thinks. She fires up her software, plugs in all the data, and bam! Within minutes, she's got a report that shows the project is right on track. She's feeling good, feeling confident. The software gave her the right answer. Job done, right? Well, maybe she's only just scratched the surface. And this is where the story really takes a turn. Just as Jody's about to hit send on that report, her mentor, Adam, stops by her desk. And he asks a question that is about to change her perspective on, well, everything. So Adam takes a look at the report, and he says this: "The software-generated result is a starting point, Jody, not the destination. What story is this data really telling us?" Wow, that is such a crucial moment. See, he's not questioning the calculation, he's questioning the interpretation. He's pushing her to think beyond the numbers on the screen and start looking for the hidden assumptions and risks underneath. Adam's point is actually pretty simple when you think about it. Imagine your project software is the world's most powerful calculator. I mean, it can perform these incredibly complex calculations in the blink of an eye. But it has absolutely no idea if the numbers you typed in are correct or if the formula you used is even the right one for this job. It just operates on the data it's given, without any context, without any judgment. It just can't see the bigger picture. And that right there is the absolute essence of the knowledge area we call K4. It's all about looking past the software's answer to find the real, professional insight that Adam is pushing Jody to uncover. So here's the official definition, and this is so important. K4 is not about being a whiz at clicking buttons. Nope. It's about having a deep, professional understanding of the software's strengths and, just as importantly, its weaknesses. It's about you having the confidence to challenge the system and to apply your own professional judgment to the data it gives you. So what does this actually look like in practice? Well, to prove you've got level 6 competence, you need to show you can do these 4 things. It's about knowing why you're using a particular tool, not just how. It means you can spot its blind spots, things like bad data or hidden assumptions. And finally, it's about using the output to inform a decision, not to make it for you. Okay, let's get back to Jody. Armed with this new perspective from Adam, she goes back to that simple forecast for her manager, Riddle. But this time, she's not just looking at the numbers, she's looking for the story. And this just brilliantly illustrates the difference. Before, her answer was just the output. The project forecast is on schedule. Simple, sure, but also dangerously incomplete. Now, after applying her K4 thinking, her answer becomes a real insight. The forecast is on schedule, but it assumes 100% resource availability, which is a key risk we have to highlight and monitor. Do you see the difference? It's huge. She's added context, she's identified a risk, and she's recommended a proactive course of action. That's professionalism. And I want to be really clear about this. This shift from just reporting the output to delivering a professional insight, that is the single most important skill you need to master for K4. It's what transforms you from a software user into a trusted professional advisor. Okay, let's switch gears and see how this all comes together. Because look, developing the skill is one thing, but proving it to your assessors, that's a whole other ballgame. This is where you need a smart strategy for your portfolio and your endpoint assessment. So Jody takes this whole experience to her coach, Olivia. And Olivia is absolutely thrilled. Why? Because this real-world task is the perfect raw material for a high-quality piece of portfolio evidence. This isn't some theoretical exercise. It's a real story of professional development that clearly shows Jyoti's ability to apply K4 in a really meaningful way. So when you're building your APTM portfolio, please remember this. Assessors are not looking for a gallery of pretty screenshots. No way. They want to see your thinking. You need to submit reports that have your commentary on them, explain why you chose a specific tool over another, and connect the system outputs to real-world risks. The key, honestly, is to be reflective and articulate the why behind your what. Here is a fantastic, super simple structure for any reflective statement you write on Key 4. Step 1, state the tool you used and why. Step 2, explain the benefits it provided. Step 3, and this one is the money shot. What limitations or assumptions did you identify? And finally, Step 4, how did you interpret the output to support a decision? This 4-step process is your blueprint for a brilliant piece of evidence. All right, now for the big one, the endpoint assessment, the EPA. The assessor might hit you with a question just like this. Now listen closely to the wording, supports rather than drives. They are testing your understanding of K4 directly. They want to know, how do you prove that you are the master of the software and not the other way around? Now, a good answer will get you a pass, but a great distinction-level answer will always use specific keywords that show you've really internalized the core principles of K4. You want to talk about the software as a decision support tool. You want to emphasize that you always assess the underlying assumptions in the data. And then you bring it all home by talking about the importance of your professional judgment. And here it is, a perfect model answer. It's concise, it's professional, and it hits all those key points we just talked about. It clearly states the role of the software, it acknowledges its limitations, and it shows that the final decision is a blend of system data and expert human insight. This is exactly what assessors want to hear. This is a distinction-level answer. So, as we wrap things up, I want to leave you with this one thought. Your software, it's an incredibly powerful tool. It's a trusted ally in your work, for sure. But at the end of the day, it's only a tool. The real value, the real skill, and the real power comes from the professional who wields it. So are you ready to be that professional? Are you ready to tell the stories that your data is just waiting to reveal?